I just went by R&D and saw some pretty crazy new gear just ready and waiting for you. You should head back and see it when you get the chance. Over and out.
You read the last issue of the Colorado Patriot?
Monster Army massacred! Rygo organization takes over Bazaar with Ranger Hell!
Come in, Team November. This is HQ. We finally got a signal through to Arizona. It's a bit spotty, but we got word from General Wade Woodson. He'd like to speak with you. Thanks, November. Amazing what you can do with a bit of tape and a lot of ingenuity. See you soon. Over and out.
At least he's in good hands now.
I heard Mr. Howe found himself a pretty blonde thing.
Wow, I'd almost forgotten what a proper road looks like.
Let's keep walking.
Welcome, Rangers.
This palace used to be a fancy hotel back before the deluge. Wonder if they had the turret guns back then.
You're cleared for public areas only.
Rangers, welcome. How are you settling in? Not at all. Now, what can I do for you? Resolved. How? I'd ask if he put up a fight, but I know better. The boy was always weak. Too many books and computers, not enough sweat and blood. But I suppose I shouldn't be wishing he had been harder to bring in. You brought him back alive, and that's what I wanted. So here's a reward for a job well done. Thank you, Rangers. What else can I do for you? Tell me. Fine. Ask then. Why? Are you getting ideas? I've got years left to make that decision, Rangers. And I'm certainly not going to make it while all this is going on. Can you blame me? If she wasn't as bloody-handed as she is brave, I'd have already passed the throne to her. Unfortunately, she has no interest in governing, only ruling. Used to be my strongest supporters. Until we had an argument about how quickly democracy should be instituted in Colorado. When they lost that argument, they tried to usurp me, and, well... Until they attacked the city, I thought I'd wiped out the whole family. Apparently, Nelius led some of them into the wilderness. I should have been more thorough. I assume it was Liberty who put them up to the raid. They were never this clever before. The nation as you see it is my life's work. Only fools expand beyond their ability to govern. Ha! That rumor just keeps coming back, year after year. I have no need for secret prisons, Rangers. All prisoners in Colorado stay in ordinary jails. And if your baseless suspicions lead you to go snooping around this lovely neighborhood, bothering my finest citizens, I'll put you in one. Understood? Fine. Ask then. Fine. Before you go, thank you for saving that Arapaho caravan. The power armor they were carrying will help keep my marshals safe, which will keep the citizens of Colorado safe. Now get going, and come back with results.
The Patriarch likes it quiet in here. So do...
Come in, Team November. We have a situation here with a group of women. Their families were arrested and the local authorities aren't telling them what's going on. Think you can help? Your mostly unpaid, typically thankless job. Yes, that's the enthusiasm these gals are going to need. There's an opportunity here to show the women of Colorado that if local law enforcement isn't treating them fairly, the Rangers can set it right. HQ, over and out.
Rangers rescue Val Buchanan in bloody assault. Gippers routed and slain. Patriarch says Gippers...
Would you rather freeze to death?
You're a barrel of monkeys, huh?
Answer the question.
All right. Burn. They're gone faster, and free cremation so your family saves a few bucks on the funeral.
Chocolate pudding for me.
Okay.
Can't wait to tell the family I've seen a chicken.
Sympathize with the refugees, but if they stay, somebody's gonna kill somebody.
I have no qualms with saving the destitute, but we must consider the inherent risks. Rangers, manners are what separates man from bedraggled beast. Why, the very implication of such a question. Let us both seek wisdom in the book of nauseatingly correct manners. Chapter 16, Pernicious Pleasantries, line 33. It is of the utmost importance that manners come from deep within your being. For if those pleasantries are ever false, your very soul will be consumed by your depraved rudeness to your fellow man. So you see, Rangers, manners are critically important in everything you do. I hope dearly that I have answered your question. Let us never speak of this again. Felicitations. Of course, Rangers. It would be impolite not to share such tremendous deals.
Rangers! Rangers! A moment of your time. Rangers! Rangers.
These ladies remind me of my mama back home.
My name's Betsy. If you don't mind, we've got a request for you. Me and the girls here, we got family who were arrested a while back and put to hard labor at the Patriarch's work camp. Thing is, we've no clue where it is, and the marshals won't say a lick on the subject. Nah, most of them deserve what they got. We don't have any issue with that. But knowing where they are? Oh, well, that'd help us sleep better at night. Figure out where they're holding our loved ones. That's all we're asking you for. And we'll damn well pay you for the privilege. Thanks. I wish we had more for you to work with, but the only thing we got is a name. Frank Pappas was a marshal in charge of shipping folks to the work camp. All we know is that he's retired and living somewhere downtown. Someone at the Marshal Station might know something. They won't tell us anything. But you might be luckier. We'll be waiting.
No need to notify the civvies, but Frank's been taking his retirement at the Sands Lux Apartments. Never went far from the marshals. Daisy always kept the work camp pretty hush-hush. Most of us didn't know a thing about it, except that it's somewhere outside the city. Old Frank is ornery, but we can make him talk. Oh.
November, good to see you. Give me 1 second to make sure the General's still there. General, are you there? I have Team November for you.
Thank you, Gonzalez. Put him on.
Yes, sir. He's ready for you, Rangers. Have a seat.
Ah, Team November. Glad we finally got through. Corporal Gonzalez said I should hear the details from you, so tell me, how's the mission going? An ambush? How many of you survived? What about my brother? Is Riley alive? Hard to hold out hope with news like that, but I won't give up. Let me know the minute you learn something. Now, what about the mission? Gonzalez told me the Patriarch's confirmed the deal, and has provided you with a HQ and supplies. I'm pleased to hear it. What are your thoughts on him? Does he seem like a reliable ally? These days, that's about as good as you can hope for in a leader. Okay, complete the mission as soon as you can and get those supplies. We're counting on you. Anything else I should know about? Excellent. Glad to hear it. Keep up the good work. So, she's alive. What happened to her? Is she helping you? Damn it. I was afraid of that. That was her position before we lost contact with her. Well, don't let her sway you. I've got no doubt her reasons are good. No one amasses as much power as this Patriarch has by being an angel, but Angie's always had a very black and white view of the world. No room for compromise. We have to compromise. The Patriarch may be the dirtiest dog east of the Rockies, but he's also the biggest dog, and he's got the most scraps to share. We can reconsider our relationship with him down the line, but for right now, we've got to do what he wants, or there isn't gonna be a down the line for Arizona or the Rangers. I'm not asking you to fight Angie. I love her too much for that. Just keep your distance and don't let her wreck the deal. All right then, report received. Thanks for letting me know the situation on the ground. I've got no additional orders except to wrap things up ASAP. Our position here in Arizona is tenuous at best. Without the manpower we sent with you, we're stretched thin, and the gangs and militias are getting bolder by the day. Nor is the food and water situation improving. If we can get through next winter, next year's crops might be enough to keep us going. But I don't see how we're getting there without the Patriarch's promised supplies. So, no pressure. But at the same time, hang on. Damn it. Sorry, November. Gotta get back to it. I'll try to reach out again in a few...
Looks like we lost the signal, November. I'll let you know if I get it back.
Bartender, have I ever told you how I defeated Cochise single-handed?
Are we growing plants now?
Those are hydroponics. They're from a bunker where the Patriarch and his family waited out the deluge. We're using them to commemorate finding the warlord Cordite there.
And this is the most representative thing you could find?
Everything else was crappy furniture. And besides, we'll have marigolds soon.
Ooh, nice. What is that?
It's a copy of the statue the Payasos had in their hideout under the bazaar. Don't know if they were worshipping it or what. I made it to commemorate the Rangers clearing out all the clowns from down there.
Scary.
Yeah. Sometimes at night, I think I hear it laughing.
No. Why did you tell me that?
Don't worry about me. I can lick my weight in Wildcats.
Hey, we need a fourth for Pinochle. You play?
Me? Yeah, I do, actually. You really want to play with me?
Hey, why not? The usual fourth is out sick right now, so...
Sure.
When my...
Come on, Valor. It was your father who asked us to lock you up. You know that.
That's only because you've been lying to him about me. Listen, I want you to take a message to him.
I don't think he'll listen.
Tell him I wasn't working for the Gibbers Rangers. I was spying on them, and I've got important information about them.
Do you? Well, tell me, and I'll pass it on.
No. I have to tell him personally.
Sorry, Valor. That's not going to happen.
Well, fine then. Fine. When everyone in Colorado Springs dies because I couldn't talk to him, it'll be your fault.
Yes, Val. Rangers, your decision to allow the refugees to remain in the barracks was an admirable one, but it's caused considerable dissent among the recruits. Fortunately, the situation hasn't escalated into violence, but Sergeant Greatsky has had his hands full keeping the two groups apart. What can I do for you? Mama Cotter has been a little difficult. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I know anyone that uncompromising about their ideals. I don't even think she's that wrong. She just went about it badly. Protecting and helping the weak and unfortunate? That is certainly a form of justice. But she did break the law so many times, and would have undoubtedly continued. I fear the marshals would have killed her for that, regardless of her good intentions. Valor's an arrogant, condescending prig, but he hasn't given me any trouble. Hopefully, some time in here will help him reflect on his ways, realize people aren't machines, toys for him to play with. If he could use his talents to better Colorado, maybe that would be justice for him. Good luck out there.
You can't cage my soul, Rangers.
If I wasn't locked up, you stinking piece of cum nugget, I'd strangle you with all your shoelaces.
Who are you looking at?